Oh, goodness. Oh my God, we're live. Hi, guys. Hey.
Hey, Renee.
Good morning. Yeah, it's brunch time with DragonCon's Town Hall. Thank you guys for joining. Had to get something to control this eye puffiness. It's the last bit of sleep, really, before we get any sort of DragonCon going. Last weekend, really. But, you know, it's been a really interesting evening. We're all waking up to some really interesting, very sad news. One of our heroes has passed away. And in the beginning of this live, we want to welcome everybody. But we want to bring recognition to Chadwick Boseman and let people know that our hearts as fans are with his family, his close friends, his co-workers, co-actors. And since this is our brunch, we definitely want to toast, whether you have coffee. This is a real mimosa this morning. This is really helpful. I always think champagne is like a celebratory drink, but also like to celebrate his life. You know, let's all just take a few moments to cheers to Chadwick Boseman and the amazing person that he is, the amazing inspiration that he was for all heroes of all ages, for representation of his, you know, being a Black man in Marvel and Disney and superheroes just in history, and being really just a nerd like one of us. So cheers and thank you.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Ooh. Big sparkly drink. Whew.
That was well said, Renee.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank you. Thank you. And I mean, thanks to him for everything that he's done. So what we want to do also is give people a chance to kind of woosai, because we got a lot of information for DragonCon that we're going to give you guys, but we want to first show you this bumper that shows the Discord, which would be a great place for you to go and fellowship with fellow fans. So can we roll that bumper and get that information? that last part about there not being a Waffle House is actually very sad.
There is no secret to Waffle House, wink.
No. I mean, you always order and bring it in to your house while you're doing it. So, good morning again to everybody who is tuned in for our DragonCon Town Hall. My name is Renee Cooper. I am one of DragonCon's moderators as well as a director, and been really excited to bring these town halls to you guys to give you more information about DragonCon. So to start out, before we introduce each individual town hall moderator and what great news they have, I wanted to make sure I updated and let everybody know that if you did get a membership for 2020, you will get an email today. So be on the lookout. I know some of you guys like to, avoid those emails, but this is important. Be on the lookout for an email if you did not put your nickname on the badge. We want to know that what fun, cool thing that you call yourself and what we can call you. So those souvenir badges are coming out. Take a look for that email. And you have until September 8th to update that. So again, make sure you check and get that out there. Badge packets will actually be sent out late September, early October. So we want to make sure everything is completed before we're sending anything out, because we want to look exactly like you want your badge to look. So be on the lookout for that email and more details coming soon. And I want to now introduce some other just more great information, because this week and this coming week are going to be great. So Dot, come on into the stream.
Good morning
again. Hey, right now. Yes, brunch. So you have had a very busy week, and you have good information for us.
I have all of those things. Let's start with well, I guess it's all really exciting. We'll start with I spent my week getting to do some recording and interviewing for some panels that are coming up, and I'm sure all of you saw on the social media that some of the Fear the Walking Dead cast was joining us. So we seeded some questions, really good ones actually. And so I had a chance this week to sit down with Lenny James, Denai Garcia, and Garrett Dillahunt to just, I mean, y'all. You want to talk about starstruck? What three amazing, wonderful, and just very down to earth people who talked a lot about their experiences over like the 6 seasons and what we can expect kind of coming forward. So it was a really great panel. So you will be able to tune in and watch that. No more spoilers. Stop talking.
Dang it.
So yeah, that was very exciting. And we've got some other really great news. We had some questions, I feel like, during our last town hall regarding the autographing and the meet and greets that usually happen in person, which obviously are going to be a little different, but not too different, y'all, because Epic, who handles the on-site photo ops usually for us, is now also going to be handling for us digitally. So more will be, more's gonna be coming out about it, but they'll drop a link for you where you can go check it out, the Epic photos. So basically, guests are doing autographs, and they're going to be doing virtual meet and greets, and Epic will be organizing that and managing all of that for us. So please go check that out if that's something that you usually do as part of your DragonCon. We got you this year. We got you.
They thought their wallets were safe. They're not safe.
They're not safe, y'all.
But this is going to be such. I mean, imagine still being able to have that fan interaction during quarantine, even isolated. Like, it's they say unprecedented, but this is really unique opportunities. So
it's all and I mean, even the cast of Fear the Walking Dead was like, it was just really good to see all of you. We've all been in this quarantine, and so there was this really heartfelt moment at the end that we're like, I think I'm gonna miss you. Like, I miss being on set with you. I miss these things. So I love that virtual DragonCon Goes Virtual is giving an opportunity for everybody, guest included, to kind of just overcome these like last few months and get to really share in all that joy again. So thanks, DragonCon.
See, guests miss us. The celebs miss DragonCon. So this is really exciting. Thank you, Dot. So I hear that Crispy's in the wings. We're going to bring him in, and always busy. I know you are always doing stuff. What do you got for us today?
Well, I mean, much like that, I've also been doing some recording and just getting and going. I've been doing my interviews this week. DragonCon might know me predominantly as our interviewer, where I sit down with guests and ask them questions that aren't related to necessarily the work that they're doing. Kind of get to know them as people. Kind of give you, the fans, a chance to kind of humanize your celebrities a bit. And I've had a lot of those conversations this week. We posted our first one yesterday to YouTube, and I think social media is going to share it out proper with Mark Meir. He's a con regular favorite. He's got a lot of cool stuff to promote, but that some of it that Dot is actually working on as well. So maybe go out, give that interview a little love. And there's more. There's more in the works. I just shot yesterday. Eddie McClintock. We had a nice about half-hour chat. Got to some really good heavy stuff, and then some other things. You might see some robots in disguise, some pirates from Once Upon a Time.
I love robots and pirates.
So it's I've got a fun crew of friends that have decided to come hang out for interviews, and we're going to be posting all of those leading up to the convention. Like normally we wait until the con. We want to add to your hype machine. We want to get you excited because, to your point, they miss us too. Yeah, and they want to make sure that they're in the game. But beyond that, for the convention as a whole, I was here to also talk about the Infinity Marketplace and how you get to shop at home with the vendors who would officially be at DragonCon, because the fans are important, the guests are important, the family is important, but part of that family are the vendors, and we want to make sure we're doing what we can to not make sure they're left behind, because they matter. And here on Infinity, there are lots of vendors and artists participating in this virtual marketplace.
Wow,
there's about 100 more working on completing the process to set up the storefronts. So there'll be so many shops that you can just enjoy the massive insanity that is our dealer hall here at DragonCon.
Wow,
and a little bit more organization, a little bit more room to breathe. Yeah, you can go through and you can filter all the shops, focus on one section of the show with vendor hall, comic, and pop artist alley or art show. The art show is a part of this Infinity Marketplace, which is huge and important. We don't want to leave our artists out in any capacity. And then beyond that, you can also search for specific vendor names, product types, and so on. It's going to be a very comprehensive space. We're trying to make it easy to navigate, just because, again, we want to promote our friends in the vendors, and we want to do what we can to give back. Many of us are kind of trapped financially from the pandemic. We totally understand that, but maybe you need that Baby Yoda fix, and I've got your back on that.
Baby Yoda fixes everything, literally and figuratively.
So come to the Infinity store. I don't remember exactly when that's going live. Tony will hopefully have that information when he pops it in a second. So
awesome. Well, I mean, let's bring Tony in. We gotta have the whole
that seems like the perfect segue.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, all of my town hallers.
Drinks to new guests.
Indeed.
Right.
Right before we started, my roommate described the term, came up with the term FOMOSA, fear of missing out on mimosas with friends. And this group has really made me not have my FOMOSA.
It's definitely a mood, right? Like a hard 2020 mood is what.
Yes, I want that on a shirt. FOMOSA, I need that.
Oh wow!
That's writing that down.
Thanks for bringing me in, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, friend.
I love all of you guys. This makes me so happy that we get to do this regularly. So to go back a bit to what Dot was saying about Epic Photos, that page is live now, but they will be adding more guests. There are some amazing guests that are coming as we are negotiating and finalizing all of those deals. So what you see on the Epic Photos page today is not what you're going to see moving closer to the virtual show next weekend. You'll see a lot more on there. And then Crispy, the virtual marketplace goes live September 2nd.
Yes, that's what I thought.
And then goes through the 7th when it concludes. And if and someone can correct me if you know this information, but I think you're able to shop it as all one transaction. And then if any divides up the money amongst the vendors, like I don't think you have to do separate transactions.
Yeah, it's one single transaction, which is amazing.
Wow.
Look at that.
Technology.
That is super fancy. Because I'm one of those people that likes to buy like a little tchotchke from this place, an art piece from this place, and I would love for it to be all one single transaction. So I think that's kind of a cool way to shop as well. And I know that they are still loading more vendors and artists and guests into that. So that was just a preview of what's going to be on there when it goes live in a few days.
Sweet.
A few days.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? It's almost here. Now, hearing about all of your amazing interviews, I got to interview some of the cast members from Hocus Pocus.
What?
Stop
So
it.
I know.
I'm broken.
I know. I got Tobias Jelinek and Larry Bagby, who played the bullies that harassed Max and stole his shoes.
Yeah.
And of course, the legend himself, Doug Jones.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Doug's in the business, Doug Jones.
Right?
And we talked about a lot of cool things, and there's even a tidbit of information for fans that might be excited about a sequel to Hocus Pocus.
Ooh.
So please tune into the interview. I'm not sure when it's going to be slated to air next weekend, but there were some really cool details that were revealed that made me super happy.
Awesome.
That is so good. Oh my gosh.
Renee, who all did you interview this week?
Oh, just the cast of Overwatch, NBD, no big deal.
I
mean, they're all right.
They're okay. No, actually, yeah, we had about 5 or we had 6. I'm trying to think. Yeah, 6. I'm thinking how many squares were on the screen. 6 cast members from Overwatch. It was so exciting, and we had some fan questions that we were able to ask. But we were also able to get kind of like a human aspect of what they've been doing during quarantine, how much they miss us as well. What are they doing with their families? If they're playing more, I don't want to spoil any of their answers, but some of the cast members are actually playing more of the game now that they have a little bit more time. They're more at home, so maybe you'll catch somebody while you're playing. So I just think it was really fun to do. That cast has so much energy. So everybody's going to have a good time watching this one. So yeah, thanks for pulling that out. And again, the schedule will be available soon. So look for that on there. You will see me.
Yeah, I know that on our next slated town hall, which is Wednesday evening, the eve before it all begins, we will get to have a lot of fun playing with the schedule and talking about the music and DJs and things. I know that that's slated for us for Wednesday night's talk. So all those details are coming. I heard last night, for those of you that maybe didn't tune in to The Late Show, hosted by Brian Richardson and others, they teased that DJ Spider, and there was a second DJ that they named. So there are 2 DJs that have
DJ Nemesis.
Nemesis, that's
Nemesis.
right.
Oh,
yeah. So the 2 of them have already been slated. So they revealed that last night, and I think that was the first that anybody had heard.
They're like Atlanta local, right? They are always, when we were able to go out and go to the clubs, remember those things, they've been on the scene for a while. Very, very awesome to hear.
Yeah, going to a club.
She's not regular to Atlanta, but she's been a regular to our convention for years.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely a Dragon
Carolina or something.
Yeah, she's in Carolina. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm excited that they revealed that last night.
Yeah, that's huge.
And they revealed a little bit of information that we've covered a little bit about Live South donating blood for those people that don't live in areas where there's a Live South connection. There's a link where they can donate a financial tithe to Live South in honor of the DragonCon Blood Drive to be sent that T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's something that that they revealed last evening. And I know that Galen, who runs Live South, is going to be interviewed during our virtual convention. I think that's going to be Friday night. So I know that that's coming. So yeah, donating $20 to the Live South Community Foundation will get you that T-shirt, because I know a lot of people, of course, want to give blood and do their part to the community, but also get that really, really cool looking T-shirt, which I love. Yes. So I'm just trying to think of all the things that have, as it moves closer, it just gets fast and furious, and more information keeps coming towards us.
Exactly.
And making sure that we cover it all.
We've got some questions that may fill us in. Let's see. So we had somebody ask about Rocky Horror. Will there be a Rocky Horror feed on Saturday night? I think the answer is unfortunately
no.
Unfortunately not. Sorry, gang. And then we had somebody ask about auctions. And so just a reminder, there are no auctions this year, and the charity is being moved to 2021.
Correct. Right. So there will not be any charity auctions this year.
This one's come up a couple times. Will we be seeing Fatal Future during the DragonCon Goes Live virtual?
Alex, get off the Discord. That's all I'm going to say.
People demand it. I don't know the answer to that question.
Alex is our volunteer director, and just to fill people in on what that is, Fatal Future was a film made by one of our videography DragonConTV team. He's a filmmaker in his own right, and it's fun. It's rad. It's very inspired by Neil Breen. It's weird. it's not for everyone, but if it's for you, check it out. But Alex has been pushing us hard to stream it, and we don't know that we can, but we hear you, Alex. Now we're going to stop listening to you.
Question answered.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Atlanta 2021 charity. Everybody out there.
We want to give them the in-person feel.
Yes.
Right, and the benefit of all of the funds from
right.
Correct.
So this just warms my heart. I've been loving these videos. Do you think we could keep them for next year to build up hype the week before? Y'all, they love us. And these little videos, they get us in DragonCon. So I don't know. That's up on. I just show up when they tell me to.
Right.
Right. Like if it's on the schedule, I'll be here.
That week before the real show, that's a lot of
I was about to say,
and
we would look
and...
a hot mess of different, I feel like.
Yeah,
I'd still have like glue and probably seams sticking out of my cosplay. I'd be half wearing it because I'm like definitely still prepping it 24 hours in advance. Like
slumped over my computer at the office.
Yeah, just
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm already like very deep into like Excel sheets and back end of YouTube, back end of social media. Like I would just be like that creepy, like, what do you want? So like a blue screen light on my face. So
you never know. I mean, I certainly enjoy our team of town haulers, and we might be able to come back in a version of some kind, building up for future shows. Absolutely. I would love that.
It sure would be fun.
Love to be here.
Yeah, it would be very cool. Well,
great question. Thanks for being a fan.
Thank you for liking us. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I guess that means if you want to see more of this, you should tell DragonCon you want to
tell
see
social media.
Tell social media you want more of whatever it is you want more of.
Don loves feedback. Social media at dragoncon.org. Give him all the feedback. He loves it.
I heard that.
Did I hear Sean grumbling in the wings? What was that?
Definitely a grumble.
Right. All of a sudden, I'm dropped out of the call.
And we had some questions about links. All the links that are mentioned today are accessible through the DragonCon page, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
If not soon, because I know that we were going to be tinkering with a website really, really soon to make sure that it reflects everything that everybody needs for the virtual weekend.
But if nothing else, this video will be available, so you can always go back, right, and see them on the screen. As well.
Yeah, the address that people are going to should be accessing is dragoncon.org/virtual. That's kind of your one-stop page. Any updates that we provide in links, direction, that's going to be your one-stop. So if you want to go to Eventy Marketplace, that's where the link will be. If you want to go check out the streams for DragonCon's TV side, those links will be there as well. So just as long as you remember dragoncon.org/virtual, that will be refreshed with information as we get it.
So I'm going to thank Zan in chat for the one link to rule them all. There it is. The one link to rule them all is DragonCon.
I love Zan. She's one of our
great.
Eternal members, and she sent me a picture of her baby dragon. And she's like, I want my baby dragon to meet your baby dragon, Tony. I've named mine Tony the Moderator. And she put a blue pipe, like one of those little blue little pipe things.
Like pipe cleaners? Yeah.
And did like a little handlebar mustache on her dragon to say, who wants to meet Karen from finance? And I was like, that is the most adorable thing ever. She's definitely a cheerleader for the convention and for Eternal members. I adore her.
Well,
that is so cute.
For your punny vibes this morning, chat. I appreciate the one link to rule them all. Very much. So all this information, the one link to rule them all. But obviously there's going to be an official schedule. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Will it be an app or a website? So I guess people are asking questions about when it is available, which we all know it's not quite there yet, but they're working so hard. Thank you for your patience. Where and how can they get it?
It'll be, I just know some behind the scenes things. Listen, it'll either be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. You will have a schedule. Bet. So it'll be on the website. There are some fun things that I know that they're going to push out on social media and on the website that I cannot reveal, but yeah, it's coming.
Right. Okay. So not an app this year. There's no app this year. But they'll be releasing this like quick start guide to the website.
Yes.
Cool.
That's all I'm saying about that.
That's what we can tell you, y'all.
Right. I mean, honestly, if people are watching this video right now, they're already tuned into the notifications for Facebook and some of our other social media channels. So just like, even if you do turn it off after Labor Day weekend, I'm just going to recommend you hit the notification button to make sure you see anytime we post, whether you're active on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. just to make sure that you catch everything, because we want to make sure our fans see as much as possible. And, we know you're not always on social and things get pushed, but turning on those notifications really, really helps.
It's true, because we are going to be offering live content streaming from next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
imagine will have a
that
chance to interact.
Right, and I imagine the Discord too.
Yes,
probably have these things posted. So if you're very active in the Discord,
yeah,
and
the Discord
you're not gonna be able to miss it.
Staying year round, right? So
okay,
forever. We're not limiting it to just this weekend. There are plans and discussions to figure out how it will be managed, but yeah, I mean, we want to be here year round for you, even though we're only Labor Day weekend. It's DragonCon is a way of life in many ways, So
it's true.
Yeah.
So you're saying I could always be in the Sky Bridge with awkward conversations that get picked up when my mic doesn't turn off? That's amazing. I can't.
It's got a channel for you, friend.
Let's see. This one's just a fun one. It says, since there will be no app this year, can we drink every time someone says, what is the link to Discord?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the link?
I feel like that's
start.
a good shift. Yeah, right. We'll get you started on that.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. I love it.
Now, Guillermo off of YouTube asked one of the most important questions, and I think, Tony, this one's got to go to you. Are there dragons at DragonCon? I mean, there's one behind you.
Yeah.
There is one behind me, and definitely featured in the art show. If fans have never checked out the art show in person, when we come back next year, I highly recommend, because people carve statues of dragons and, of course, create amazing paintings and art pieces that are themed around dragons. And if you're an old school person like me, there are ways for you to Google what a slang term of dragon might be in the drag queen community, and you can find that out as well. So they are definitely at DragonCon as well.
Yeah.
What other versions of dragons might there be? There's always a dragon on our lithograph. On our T-shirts, like our event shirt always has a dragon on it. So yes, indubitably, there are always dragons. Oh, and the Swag and Seek team, my husband found a little baby dragon, like little tchotchke statue type thing, in a planter in one of the walkways. He almost didn't see it because Renee was yelling at some volunteer in the hallway last year when he found it.
Not me. Not me, Renee. I mean, it sounds like something I would do, but it wasn't just Renee.
That's why I said it, because you were saying that you were in the walkway Discord and your mic was live. Anyway, so he found one, like a little planter. So I mean, you never know, there might be a dragon behind a plant.
There you go.
That sounds fun. And
also cosplay dragons. All the time.
Oh yeah, I've seen some amazing like mechanical dragon
mechanical
costumes that take up like 20 feet of space. They're incredible.
Yeah. Cute baby ones. I love baby cosplayers. Hope to see some of those cosplay pictures over the weekend.
Yep. Another thing you can do in Discord, y'all. Go post your cosplay.
Yep.
I will say, when I saw that question pop on the screen and it said Guillermo, all I could hear was like what we do in the shadows, because literally we're doing an intro for what we do in the shadows for the parade this year.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
That might be literally our joke is, why are there no dragons in the DragonCon parade? So I was like, that person just tapped into my brain there. So a little 1 week from today, when we broadcast the parade live.
Well, because I imagine as a vampire, a dragon would be a very delicious option.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
that's a lot of food.
It is.
So hopefully that answered that fan's question if there were dragons in
Are there dragons?
We got more dragons than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah.
So many dragons.
So many dragons. All the dragons.
Dagrons, all of them.
So we've got a couple more fan questions coming through. Jason Lane, for your Facebook question, I'm just going to say there are some questions you may not want answered, sir. Whether or not we're all wearing pants. Some questions don't even deserve an answer.
I never wear pants. But I wear skirts and dresses. That's the answer to that.
So, there you go. We answered it.
Yeah.
Some of us are wearing pants.
I'm wearing
Some of us
shorts.
are not. Yeah. I'm in jeans. I did have my superhero pajamas on though, and then decided maybe I should. Not that any of you could see it, but I decided I should not wear pajama pants for an official parade.
Crispy, are you in a utility kilt?
That's typically my interviews. I am very much against the patriarchy as a whole. I'm generally anti-pants, but yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, we'll just have to find that out another time.
It's true.
When I do my interviews,
Who needs pants when you have cargo shorts, skirts, and utility kilts?
Exactly.
That's
Hashtag no pants.
So I've got this is a good one, and for all you fans out there, will there be a Cruise Shadows virtual performance?
Oh. I would say tune in for next Wednesday's show to get more information about that.
Our secret chat here says that there is something very cool that they are putting together for fans.
Okay.
So,
I love a tease.
If you're a fan, I don't even know what that means, but cool is the adjective, so that must mean it's going to be very cool. So you'll have to stay tuned in for that.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
It is.
Not just awesome and cool, exclusive is another word I have here in chat. An exclusive
That's
DragonCon experience.
That deserves
like
a
they
drink
will
with
say
a pinky
DragonCon and it won't be dubbed over, sort of exclusive. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
Get ready, y'all. Break out your eyeliner. All right. Do any of us have so do you guys have anything you wish you could have worked out to happen but isn't quite happening this year? Big dreams, reality.
Oh man.
Ooh, I have a different answer to that.
What you got?
You start.
Okay, so I'm always keen to talk about things that almost happened in years past, because one of the cardinal sins that you can break as an employee of the DragonCon company is to have like a big fish on the hook and you get excited and want to talk about who's going to come to DragonCon, and then for whatever reason the deal falls through and they're not able to come, so then you kind of look like, you know, that you're selling out made up names, like they were never intending to come, that kind of thing. But I know that in years past Lady Gaga had expressed interest in coming to DragonCon.
Stop it.
Whoa.
So for whatever reason, that deal did not work out because she has never been to DragonCon. But I always get excited about like those maybes. And trust me, when we get like an amazing first timer, especially, you're just like, oh, I want to tell the world. Yeah. And I'm glad that I didn't, because she didn't come to DragonCon, and then I would have just been made to look like a fool for saying, oh yeah, Gaga's coming, and she's not. So yeah, I mean,
wow,
there are lots of deals that almost happen. Like I know that Arnold Schwarzenegger almost came to the show one year.
What?
That
could have been so cool.
Yeah.
Robert
the Predator
Jr.
cosplay would have been out of this world. I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead. I got excited.
Robert Downey Jr. almost came one year. Joss Whedon almost came one year. So like these are all discussions that had happened and circulated, and for whatever reason it just didn't work out. Yeah. So I understand the disappointment. Believe me, as someone that gets to hear and see a lot of different names before the final. But that's why we hold a lot of those answers close to our chest, because we don't want to be made out to be liars, even though it may not be a lie. We could never prove to you that we were trying to make it happen. So yeah, that's why we're really slow to roll things out until all of the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, for sure. So that's my answer to that question.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a real good answer.
Yeah.
I was gonna have so I have like a really technical thing from like a fan track creator or fan track point of view. So, and I don't know if this like bleeds over into how they're doing other, you know, a lot of the online content is going onto the website and it's going to stream that way. But a lot of our fan content is going specifically to social. So I feel like I really geek out about spreadsheets. I really geek out about my processes that I use. But there was just some processes that I'm like, if I had not started earlier, but like gone a little bit different path, I'm just always learning. So right now I'm spending a lot of time uploading these wonderful panels to make sure they're available on social. So I kind of wish that I had done that a little bit differently. So I had more time to make sure I was announcing so many great panelists that are coming out. And then another thing that I really was looking forward to doing for Animation Track was having a mixer for people who do webtoons, people who work in the industry, just a time and a space for people to come together and chat. Maybe not with like a specific panel topic in mind, but just a chatting, networking time, because there are so many talented people. There's a lot of knowledge to be gained, a lot of connections to be made. So while social media and social networking is still a very prominent way to do it, you know, you just really can't always 100% replace that in-person action, specifically with the energy that is around DragonCon on the floor. So, but it's in the works. It's in the plans. Like everything I do this year is going to make next year so much more spectacular.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for the opportunity for something like this to have helped to build that. So be on the lookout, any sort of professionals. I'm looking forward to having you guys meet each other. So
that's very cool. If it means anything, I don't do near as much hard work as these other three incredible people on the screen with me. Like I said, I just kind of show up and talk at them or with them.
No,
that's a lot, my friend.
That takes a lot in itself.
Yeah.
So you
think, Dot, your amazing personality has been seen by all the people that need to see you be amazing.
Yes.
So your workload is about to increase. You're welcome.
So all I can say is that the one thing I personally, because I'm a person, that I regret not doing this year was, we all had a feeling our cons were going to end, so I didn't plan my cosplay. And this year is the anniversary year for Captain Planet, and I was working on a Dr. Blight cosplay. And now I'm sad I didn't finish it, because now there's a place on the Discord to go post all our cosplay, and I don't have it completed.
You have a week. This is when most people start.
Okay, so Dot doesn't sleep from now until Thursday. Go. Because it would take me that long to piece the whole thing together.
No. Sleep till cosplay.
So I guess that's one. And then on a personal note, I'm always really excited. Like this virtual, we talked about this the first time around, that it's provided so many opportunities for us to do things differently, for guests that may never have been able to join us for whatever reason, both actual guests, and then panelists, guests, actual celebrities and actors and artists and all these people to join us. And I always get so sad because Critical Role always goes to Burning Man every year. The whole crew of them go. And there's no Burning Man this year. So there's this little pitter in my heart that just maybe some of the Critical Role crew might just show up in chat and see some of what we're doing for DragonCon and then come.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome because they're connected.
Cool.
They have internet now.
They're super duper connected. Obviously, to just have Matt Mercer be like, "What up? I'm hanging here for DragonCon virtual," and then maybe we'll come one year and do it in person. Would just be neat. So I'm putting my wants out into the universe.
Do it.
Make it a reality.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question. How much time do we have left? Are we running long on time?
Oh, let's see. We got a couple.
Yeah.
This is an important one. So we had some questions about Q&As. Obviously, we're doing Q&A because we are live, but a lot of the panels we're doing are pre-recorded. So there's not going to be a way when you're watching pre-recorded panels to ask questions in a Q&A.
Right.
But we're going to have a selection of live interviews where we can, or where the audience can ask in the moment Q&A questions.
And what I would recommend. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So what those are?
That's a yes or no hard question. Yeah.
We haven't really announced what those are and when they're going to be yet. So stay tuned to our social media. We'll be very clear about what we're pre-fielding questions for and what will be live. We haven't announced any of the live stuff yet, so keep your eyes on the social.
It's going to be good though.
And what I recommend is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say really quick. I recommend if once you know the schedule and you see when people are going to be chatting, maybe tune in to Twitter or somewhere where you can have conversations during that time and see if they always share their social media, maybe tag them like, oh, I see you on DragonCon. I have this question. So it's a good time to be connected during that time.
Because there's going to be a live chat, even though it's pre-recorded material, there's still a live chat. So you're still in a chat room live with everybody that's watching. And I know for the one I recorded with Fear the Walking Dead, there was a question that actually got asked that they could not answer, that I knew that chat could answer. So I actually pitch it to chat in the video. So you'll have a chance for some of these videos to still connect and have that kind of live presence, even though you're watching pre-recorded.
Yes,
100%.
Now, Crispy, this one is for you.
Oh, no, what did I do? I'll leave. I'm sorry.
Crispy, which Fraggle are you?
Oh, which Fraggle is with me? Well, he's not an official Fraggle. But this is my buddy Randall, who hangs out with me during DragonCon. He's always in my background shop because I like to promote my love for puppetry. Puppetry track is obviously one of my favorite tracks. Thank you, Bo Brown, for that. We heard my story with Carol Spinney last session, but he comes around with me during interviews, and usually late at night, I'll walk around with him and do a fair share of letting him be sassy because he's a Fraggle. He can say things that we can't necessarily, and always people tend to love this little guy. And he just has a blast at the con.
He's so classy.
Well, he's dressed up for the event. He's got, other low key shirts and things like that. True story. One year, one of our early years, he actually was a host on the Late Show at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow!
Wow,
so,
that's so cute.
Yeah, he was out all night partying and had to come onto the Late Show and do that first thing in the morning. And he was not a fan, so it only lasted a year. He would much rather go out and be social. But yeah, there was a time he was around a lot more.
Did he dance his cares away and put his worries for another day?
Hard, yeah. So
that's adorable.
That's my buddy over there. So
but speaking of the Late Show, I know that they will be airing live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of the virtual weekend. I think they're aiming to go live at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m.
It's around the same time. Yeah, it's at 9 is when it would air during the show, because it's kind of like we do that show and then like load up the room for the 10 o'clock panel.
Mm-hmm.
We're not having to do the room loads anymore. You just have to get onto your couch, right?
Right. Just sign in.
If there's a
load onto the couch.
Yeah, let me roll out of bed. Oh, it's Brian Richardson. Close the phone. But yeah, it's either, I think it might be 9:30, but at the very least it'll be 9 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, and they also have another DragonCon update in the afternoons.
Okay. So that'll be live also.
Thursday. Yeah, that's a live Q&A show as well. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So DragonConTV has those two shows. Late Show in the morning, which I named appropriately because, again, we're out all night. And then the DragonCon update, which is your more news-driven fan Q&A segment, will be those afternoons.
Okay.
So that's 8 guaranteed live events that you get to interact with as fans. My masquerade that I'm co-hosting with Eddie McClintock, who you interviewed earlier this week, will also be live. That'll be Sunday evening. So that'll be a night thing. And I know there's so much more coming that is live. So great question. It's just hard to answer since the schedule's not out yet.
Yeah, not quite available. Okay. Well, I think we're rounding up at the end here. Wow. I love these town hall videos. They're so much fun to watch. Well, then let's tell everybody the next time they can watch them.
Yes.
When can they see us again? Wednesday evening.
Wednesday
evening at 7-ish.
7-ish, and we'll play with the schedule, and we will release some more band and DJ information. Yeah. So, because there are going to be some things that maybe will be uploaded in the schedule even all the way up until Wednesday night, because I know that there's some really cool surprises coming, and they want to wait till it's absolutely cemented that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Renee, thank you so much for the beautiful honorific toast to the memory of Chadwick, and for all of you for being here today. I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing fans Wednesday night.
Same. Yes, this has been so much fun. We're going to have one more toast for all of you fans.
Yes, to all of you. For all of us finding opportunity in chaos. Here's to you, fans.
Me.
Cheers. Conquer the weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.